morning, everybody. I feel like it's been a minute. Hi. Hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful day. I have severe sinus issues happening. Coffee away. So I sound extremely nasally, and I'm really sorry about that. But honestly, I didn't vlog last week because I was so sick. I can't open this up. I was so sick. After coming back from Nashville, I got the worst sinus infection of my life, and I feel human. I'm gonna attempt to vlog this week. I'm taking my severe sinus medicine to school with me today. I actually went into school yesterday. I took Lacey with me. That was pretty fun. Stuff done. Again, I don't do that very often, but sometimes you just need to. And since Greg was gone, he just got back from his bachelor party in Miami, and since he was gone, I felt like I didn't feel guilty leaving the house, if that makes sense. Went ahead and went to school and just got some to-do list stuff done. Not anything special, but I feel better. So yeah, so I'm filling up this water, and I'm actually out of probiotics, and I need them severely. So I'm going to go to Meijer and hope that they have it at Meijer. I went to my health food store this morning, but they weren't open yet, clearly, because things don't open at 5 o'clock in the morning like Kroger does. This sun, though, guys, is gorgeous this morning. Like, look how beautiful. Oh my gosh, my dirty windows, but look how beautiful it is outside. You see that? It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. It's gonna be a good day. It's been warm. It's green in Indiana. See, that's the thing about Indiana, is that it goes from like, oh geez, like severe cold and brown to like green in spring in like, a matter of a week or so. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling, and then I'm going to go to Meijer, get my probiotics, maybe a kombucha, and then get to school and start this Monday. I don't know how much I'm going to get to vlog this week. Not that I don't have time to vlog, but that I don't want to overwhelm myself with editing, if that makes sense. You can't come to school with me today. You can't come to school. I'm very sorry. I'll see you guys at school. It's gorgeous sunshine. It's like 75. It's amazing. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. 4:35. So I am getting off work at a decent time. I've been getting off work pretty decent lately. End of the year, if you stay too long in your classroom, it gets to be really hard, I guess. But I don't know. I feel like you just don't get as much done. Is it just me? Probably going to grade some autobiographies. So I'll show you what those look like at home. But we're doing autobiographies because we do a mini 500 at the end of the year, and that's kind of like this big race for our first graders. I won't go into it, but we have a big, huge NASCAR race here in Indianapolis that we're like known for because it's been around for over 100 years, and it's called the Indianapolis 500. So we do a mini version with the kids, and they make little paper boxes and like decorate them, and they run around and basically race. It's our field day. So we made autobiography books, and that's kind of our end of the year big writing project, and they tell us about ours. They tell us about the driver, and it's called like a Meet the Driver autobiography book. So I actually made it. I might throw it up on Teachers Pay Teachers, but nobody else really does the driving race. Let me know, guys, if you do like a little race at your school with boxcars and stuff. I will totally throw it up on TPT. I'll probably just put it up there for free because I haven't really been doing a whole lot with Teachers Pay Teachers lately. Home and grade those because Greg is not going to get home until like 8 o'clock tonight, and he wants to do sushi because he just got home from his bachelor weekend yesterday, and I haven't really seen him. Like, I saw him when he got home last night, but that was like at midnight and I was already asleep. So okay, I'll see when we get home. Abby, It's so beautiful outside. What are you doing? You think some good lighting going on right now. I should probably film another video. I thought about filming a few random balance vlogs, but I'm not sure. What do you guys want? Do you guys have some ideas for me? Leave me in the comments below. Like I told you in the last video, I'm trying to kind of stockpile what I want my summer to kind of be about when I get back from my honeymoon, of course. What kinds of videos you guys want to know? Do you want to know, like, do you want to do like a fun Q&A? I was always afraid to do a Q&A and like nobody asked me any questions. So it would be more like an Instagram type thing where you would go comment a question on my Instagram. So we could do something like that, and then I answer it on like a YouTube video. So we could do something like that. Or I could show you my guided reading because I didn't tell you guys, but I got my evaluation back. I got evaluated. My teacher evaluation. We're just going to sit down and chat for a second, guys. That's what needs to happen right now. I just need to sit down and chat for a second. I got evaluated on Friday morning. So this isn't very good lighting. I'm really sorry, but so my evaluation, I was really, really nervous. I always get nervous on evaluations anyways, but I also get really excited because I take feedback and critic really well. And, or I say really well, sometimes, I don't know, it depends. It depends on how, you know, people give it. I feel like everybody's like that. But I got really excited because our new principal is like her whole thing, like her, she has a PhD, and all of that is in guided reading and whole brain and brain development and how that affects children and stresses that happen at home as like infants and how it affects them later on in life with their behavior in school, which is just so crazy to me, but totally true. And yeah, so I was really, really excited for her to come and see my guided reading, even though she was just kind of jumping in and kind of seeing what I've been working with. But I wanted like feedback because I knew she was really good at what she did. She was really good at guided reading. She could get me to the level that I needed to be at or that I wanted to be at. She could guide me into what we want our room to be at. And I think we're going back to daily 5, which is exciting because I was doing daily 5, but I was kind of like close my door doing daily 5. Decided that we're officially doing daily 5 with the guided reading effect. So for a balanced literacy, we're calling our reading block balanced literacy. Because we want our whole literacy block to be a balanced approach with all reading lesson plans, I guess. So anyways, when she came in, it was during my lesson, and she got to see, it was an hour long, so we get observed for over an hour. She was actually in there for like an hour and 20 minutes, which I didn't mind. But she got to see 2 mini lessons. So how I structure it is that I do my comprehension mini lesson, and then the kids go off into read to self. So they all go off into read to self, and then I pull my first group. And then they come back after 20 minutes. So our guided reading is like 20 minutes long. And then they come back after 20 minutes, and then we do another mini lesson. So normally it's like a phonics lesson or a structural analysis type lesson. And that day, what was it that day? 3-letter blends. That's what we were working on, 3-letter blends. So we did a phonics lesson that day, I guess. And then I had them go, I had them try it with me, and then they were able to go off into their first literacy choice, which I don't think I'll do choices next year. And that's where the kids can just go off and choose what they want to do as a reader. There's mixed emotions about it, but I had some squirrely boys. I have some squirrely boys that just they were never able to handle it. So I'm going to have to revamp that for next year. Probably go back to the pocket chart or online. I have Pocket Full of Primaries slides online for rotation. So I'll probably go back to doing that. But side note, like 3 stations of that. So 2 mini lessons and 3 stations. And then she left. So when she came in, it was really good. I felt pretty good, but I knew the kids were super squirrely that day. So I'm like, oh, like I hope she just takes into consideration that it's end of the year teacher tired and end of the year kids are tired and everything. Like clearly like bags under my eyes. I
talked to her today because I haven't had a post-observation. So how we do it is we get a pre-observations where I'm able to go in and kind of answer some questions about my class and what I want her to know and kind of what she expects to see, I guess, in my classroom. I was really excited about because I wanted to kind of talk to her, especially since she's brand new to us and she's coming in and she is like just like jumping in and evaluating me, which can be really unfair to a lot of teachers. They felt, you know, they felt like they were being gypped, but she understood that, and so she kind of did her best to be honest, but also give feedback and something that we could work on for next year. So overall, I felt like my whole evaluation was really good. I haven't got the final one back, but I went and talked to her today, and I was like, I'm dying. Like, please tell me what you think. She was like, I loved it. Like, it was great. She talked to me about choices and how I should probably go back to the pocket chart and groups for next year, just because she said 95% of your kids did a great job with it, but that 5% that can't handle being independent were just like chilling, basically. And I knew that, and end of the year, it is what it is. Like, you know, I don't know. Like, I knew it was happening, but she told me that she was really happy that I ignored them, basically. And that's what you got to do for guided reading, is have your 20 minutes totally focused on the kids that you have in front of you, and everybody else, as long as they're like reading or working, then they're fine. And that's definitely not something that everybody agrees with. You know, sometimes people want to manage everything, but this is just what we're kind of diving into. Well, I am going to probably edit some of this so I can kind of keep up on it. And then I'm also going to grade. Oh, I was going to show you the autobiographies. Let me go show you that because I'll forget. So I never bring my work home, but towards the end of the year, your management is just it's really rough, guys. Like, it's really rough. Like, my time management, and I'm all about balance, but you know, with balance, I kind of get into the mode of, we're almost there for summer. Like, just suck it up, take some work home, finish it. And the only reason I took it home today, Greg texted me and said he wasn't going to be home until 8 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, like, that's the world telling me that I can sit down and take some stuff home and I'll be fine. Because really, I could work all night long. I don't mind at all whatsoever. I've got some Rolling Stones happening right now. Let me turn that off before YouTube catches it. Totally work all night long. It's really exhausting on me, but I could totally work all night long. But I choose to use my time wisely because I gotta spend time with family and Greg, and you know, especially since I haven't seen him in a while. Covering up the name, but this is what they look like. So it says Meet the Driver, autobiography of the kid's name, and then on the back it has name. Oh gosh, how am I gonna? There we go. It has name, age, and grade levels. Inside they have these different pages. I just kind of stapled. I actually have pages inside this file. The Meet the Driver file, I actually have pages like inserts, but I didn't have them up in time, so we ended up just using like lined pages, I guess. And I just stapled one in there and folded it, and then I just made like a little book out of it. So not the cutest thing, but it works for end of the year. So, and they're really excited about it. So it's like this little book. So the first page they said, like, this one is like, my name is blank, I'm 7 years old, and I'm a girl at our school name. And then the second page, they're supposed to say like their early life, like an autobiography. And she wrote, I live in, and she wrote her neighborhood. My birthday is on August 5th. Did you know that I played soccer? I go to school at blank, and I love cats. I'm good at gymnastics, which I thought was really cute. And then on the very end, they want to write like their future goals, their aspiring goals. And she wrote, I want to be a vet. So I had a lot of girls that did that. Drivers, and that's their end of the year piece. So kind of a culminating. They should be able to have details. They should be able to have multiple sentences. They should have capital letters and end marks and finger spaces and good handwriting. Those are kind of all the things that we are looking at. And then a few little points, we kind of look at word choice. So what kind of words are they using? Like She used gymnastics, so that was great. Like, you know, I like to play would have been kind of not so much grade level appropriate. To have a rubric, and we use Smeckens because she was founded in Indiana, so I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Smeckens, and I know there's 1,000 different things out there, but it's 6+, it's six traits. So the 6+1 writing for our writing. So we do writer's workshop, but we also do the 6 traits. And yeah, so anyways, I'm going to grade those tonight, guys, and then I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. I'm really not sure. Like, I'm not sure how I want to do the rest of these vlogs. I want to show you guys day in the life, and I want to be real with you, but I also don't want to, like, murder my soul. Do you know what I mean? It gets really hard. If I film something that I feel like I have to sit down and edit it, I can't just delete it if I don't have time. So I'm really trying hard to kind of stay with you guys, trying hard to like stay with you guys so we all can kind of like help each other through to the end of the year. So I'm really trying my best. So I thank you so much for being so patient. This week is just kind of like survival mode, right? Like we're all in survival mode at this point. And I'll see you guys in the morning, whatever morning that is. Everybody, I think that might have cut me off a little bit. Good morning. I got up this morning and oh my gosh, guys, I'm just like coughing away. I'm gonna have to go to the doctor today. I'm not a big fan of taking antibiotics because I just want to build up my immune system, you know? But, you know, it's really hindering. It's really hindering my life right now. So I am probably going to go to the doctor after school. I actually have an eye doctor appointment, but I'm going to cancel that and go to my regular doctor and see if I can get some antibiotics and kick this cold because ain't nobody got time for a cold. Morning I did get up and I worked on an end of the year type of, oh gosh, hello. Hold on. There we go. I worked on an end of the year, kind of like, it's like a surprise. So it's kind of not like a surprise for you. It's kind of like a surprise every single day, like a countdown. Thank you. Good Lord, Ashley. Countdown every single day. So people can do it differently and we can talk more about it after school. Look how beautiful it is this morning, guys. Look how gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Good girl. Good girl. Go inside. So my countdown is for 10 days long only because we figured we've done it before where it's more than 10 days long, and I think we're actually doing 8 days this year, but we have it to where it's 10 days long, and if you go more than 10 days, the kids kind of get a little bit wild, and I feel like with 10 days left, everybody's classroom is kind of like, I don't know, you're nearing the end of the academic, you know, portion of it, and you're kind of just doing like review stuff and basically surviving the end of the year. So yeah, that's why we kind of chose 10 days left, but if you want to do less than that, that's fine. Like I know some people do like 5 days left or 3 days left. I have way more than 10 ideas because I have ideas of if you wanted to buy something for your kiddos, like bubbles or gum or something like that, there's that option. Or if you don't want to buy anything for your kiddos, we do like a little mixture. Like we're going to buy bubble gum for our kids, and then we're probably going to buy bubbles and then popsicles, I believe. But then everything else is like free draw time or art for kids hub, which my kids love. Mystery pictures, you can find a free mystery picture on TPT, or reading by the beach, where you put on HD YouTube reading by the beach on, and then everybody gets a book and reads by the beach. So it's really great. We really loved it last year, and this year we decided to make it more of a challenge. So we're going to have them open the bag at the beach. So last year, sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained this morning. Last year, we had them open it at the end of the day, and that was kind of like their end of the day surprise, but they were getting a little, like, they were getting to be little turds, like privileged turds, and we don't like that. We want them to feel like they've earned it. We want to, yes, give them a surprise, but I don't know. Sometimes if you give them, if they expect it, then, I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, sometimes they lose their minds a little, and they get really catty and get really upset if, you know, well, I don't like bubble gum, or, you know, do you know what I mean? Do you guys know what I mean? Sometimes they get a little too privileged, or ungrateful, I guess. So this year we decided to make it a challenge. I'll explain why I'm doing this. And we're going to open it up at the beginning of the day. So say tomorrow is 10 days left. You open up 10 days left in the beginning of the day. And on the front it says, you know, something along the lines of 10 days left. If you are super good all day, then ask your teacher at the very end of the day for free draw time. And so what we'll do is we'll play teacher versus student. So if they do awesome, then they get a yes or an oh yeah, and they get a point. And then if they don't do very awesome, I just say it like I don't get mad at them or anything, because it's their choice, right? To make good choices. So I'll just have them, you know, get quiet. I'll hold up a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or I'll say class, class, and I'll get them quiet and I'll say, can you give me an ugh? And they'll all say ugh, and we'll say, you know, that wasn't the best transition that we've ever done. So Miss Lacer gets a point for that. I hope you can do better next time so you can get a point. So you're keeping it positive and you're not like yelling at them for getting mad, and it helps keep your sanity and it helps keep the kids' sanity. And really by the end of the day, they're still going to get their surprise every single day. I mean, you never know. Some classes can be absolute full-blown stinkers, and if you want to take that surprise away from them, by all means, take the surprise away from it. You definitely want the end of the year to be fun. So they're going to get the surprise anyways, most likely, 9 times out of 10 at the end of the day, but they don't know that. They're going to be trying to work so hard for you to get those extra points to win teacher versus student, and to get their surprise every single day after school. So yeah, that is what I made this morning, and I have got to get going because I'm going to be like a little bit late to PLC. So oopsie. Hey guys, so I am home. I went and got my nails done after school today, and I also went to the doctor first because I just can't kick this sinus situation. So yeah, they prescribed me with some antibiotics, so hopefully I'll feel better soon. But I wanted to show you what I was doing just now. So I showed you guys the Meet the Driver booklets that we're doing for our Mini 500. To go along with that, we are actually we videotaped them telling them about themselves, so what their name is. So they said, hi, my name is so-and-so, I am 7 years old, and here are 3 things about me. Oh, and also what car they drive. So they say like, I drive car number 6 or whatever. And so what I'm doing is the same thing that I did at Christmas time for the ornament. I took a video and I made it unlisted on like a random YouTube channel that has like a bunch of unlisted, so like nobody can see their videos, so it's protected. But if you have it unlisted, if you share the QR code with just the parents or the families, QR codes with just, and you share them with just the people of the families and stuff of your school, then they are the only ones that can find it and snap it and see it on YouTube. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm putting it out into the hallway next to their little autobiography that they put. So I am doing that now. I'm not going to show you what that looks like because obviously I don't want you to see. But I do want to show you the Chrome extender if you guys don't have this. So the Chrome extension that I have at the top is called goo.gl, so Google, but goo.gl URL shortener. And if you download that extension, it is a lifesaver. I use that extension more than anything else that I use. So once you click on it, hold on one second. Okay, so look at all my extensions. There's so many. And if you guys want me to talk about extensions and why they're lifesavers, definitely let me know in the comments. But this is what it looks like. So it's Google URL shortener. And if you click on it, I think I've told you guys about this before, but here's the actual shortened version, but you can just hit this to copy it. Or you can hit this to look at like the details and statistics and stuff, which I never use. Or you can hit the QR code. So this is actually to like a Google document, so you won't be able to get to it. But yeah, so this is super, super helpful. It's so helpful. I use it for links all the time, especially if you have to shorten something. It's awesome, so helpful. So I will try and remember to leave a link to the Google store where you can get the extender, and it's free. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I uploaded everything to all their little videos, and they're probably 20, 30 seconds long. I see one here that's 45 seconds, so that's, like the max. And you just click them all from your phone. upload them all to your YouTube unlisted, put their name as the title and their first name, and then go in. I like to do it more on my computer, and you go in on your computer, and I wish I could show you this, but go back to I know it's Christmas, but go back to my QR code thing for the Christmas gifts. So gifts to the parents. I explain it a lot better there, and I show you, but I don't have time to like do a fake one for you right now. Want to see it in action? Go back to that Christmas video. It was a Teachmas video, and I explained it and showed it a little bit better. But once you upload this to YouTube, go ahead and pull them up, and you should be able to see all your videos because you unlisted it. So go ahead and click on it and kind of watch it, make sure it's good, make sure the sound's good, and you don't have to redo it. And then from there, go ahead and click your Chrome extender and click the QR code. And then I just, right click, copy, and paste into a Word document. But don't forget to put it like next to their names. Like I have a table right now that has just 2 columns. So one column has the kid's name, and then the second column has the QR code. So when you're cutting it out, you can I don't put the name right on top of it. You could, but I don't put the name on top of it. I just make sure to call that kid over and say, this is your QR code. Go glue it on your book right now before you lose it. But if all else fails, then you can just snap it and see who it is anyways. Because I want to keep these vlogs pretty short towards the end of the year so I can actually get videos out. The last vlog that I'll do of the school year before I get into summer mode or wedding mode is going to be our very last day of school. So I'll share with you what we do on our last day of school. I'll share with you how I kind of how I get my kids involved in cleaning up my classroom and how I get them helping me on things that I need. Total rookie mistakes that I've learned over 4 years. So I will be sharing those with you and sharing you what I get my kids involved in. So good night. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It is a wonderful, beautiful day in Indiana. It's like perfect, like 67 degrees, but it's so warm and it's just awesome. I'm in like the best mood this morning. So I think it's because Greg and I were just like talking about, how it's so close. It's 17 days now, 17 days until we get married, and it's just getting towards the end of the year. And we're kind of getting past the stressful situations, I guess, if that makes sense. You kind of get into the end of the year, if you're a New Year teacher, you can kind of expect to be fully stressed, trying to get things ready for the end of the year and lessons and calming the kids down and everything. And then you kind of hit like a point where you're like, oh, okay, it's really close. Like the light is like really, like it's over there, the tunnel, it's over there. Little outfit of the day for you. I've got this just kind of like sweater tunic thing with leggings and little flats. We are able to dress somewhat casual, if you've noticed. I know a lot of schools are a little bit different, but we tend to dress just a little bit casual as long as we still look professional. And then this is one of our new things that we're like loving lately, is just like this sweater dress, which is so nice. It's actually going to be fairly nice, like hot today, but still a little bit chilly in the morning time. So anyways, yeah, so I was going to show you this morning our supply order and how we do supply orders here at our school. So again, every school is different, but I thought I'd share with you what we get every single year. So our PTO is awesome, and they fund money for teachers. They fund $100 per teacher to buy like big item supplies or bulk item or really whatever we want. And we use Office 360, and we also use School Supply Co., I think is what it's called. We just kind of bulk order and figure out what everybody wants, and then we send it to them, and we get it before the next school year. And it came today, which is so exciting. So something that we always ask for is anchor chart paper, because it's just annoying to buy them at the store, and they're so expensive at the store, and they're almost always cheaper on like big school supply. Look at my like teacher table mess. It's awful. Got 1, 2, 3 big anchor charts, which we use all the time. We're gonna need more, but that's all we had money for. So, and we got the ones that were blank because we accidentally ordered one. We usually get the lined ones, but we accidentally ordered me blank ones through my Donors Choose project, and I love them so much better, because if you're doing like cute little anchor charts, I don't know, you just don't always need the lines, and we're trying that next year. What else did I get? We also got the smaller ones,
And I use these, so these are like the half guys, and these are lined, I believe. Those aren't lined either. I'm so excited. If you look at my anchor chart wall, and I have two of them, or my anchor chart wall, my focus wall. I have two different areas where they are big anchor charts hung. So next year I'm going to, probably this year, but for next year, I'm going to hang big anchor charts so I can just like continuously use it. And you don't really have a good space to like keep anchor charts, so that's a good way for me to kind of keep them up to where they're just kind of hanging and not, you know, crumpling in a corner. And then I also have one over here, which is going to kind of be my writing center next year. And then my two little ones are already hung. I've been keeping them hung here, and they're great because the kids can take them off the wall, bring them to me if I'm being lazy, and they can hang them back on the wall too. And what I like about this is that I can just like flip and still have all of my anchor charts from the year, maybe not all of them, but most of them from like that quarter. I can have them hanging on the wall, so that's good storage too. So that's what I like, and I just use the command strips, and they tend to fall off the wall sometimes. Oh, sorry, lighting. They kind of fall off the wall sometimes, but I've told you guys before that our school's pretty old and the humidity and stuff gets to it, but other than that, it hangs up really, really, really well. So we just get like these little, I think these are 2-pounder or 1.5-pound test. And see, like this one's kind of coming off a little bit, so I'll probably need to redo that one. But if you can, get the little command hooks, and they hang great. Now for the big anchor charts, let's see if I have them somewhere. The big anchor charts need to take the 5-pounders, especially if you're wanting to use multiple. So here's my little box that I have of like all kinds of command strips and stuff. And I always buy them on sale because they're never on sale. So if you ever find them on sale, get them. Here they are. So these are like the super big ones, and it'll say on it if it's like 2.5 pounds or 5-pound test, and it does so much better. So you hang those up, and then I usually put little binder rings on them. The bigger ones need the big binder rings, and you should be good to go. They should be able to hang. So yeah, I really like that. I've also done it before where you put it on a rod, and that works out too, but it was just easier for me to do it this way. So that's anchor charts. So let's see, what else did we get? Of course, we got the paper. So we got like big sheets of paper. I'm gonna need to find a spot for those. We got a ton of little sheets of paper, which I automatically take out and put in my trays over there. Oh, it looks like we got command strips. She must have stuck that in there. That's really nice. That's really sweet. So these are the 1/2-pound ones. So these will be good for the small anchor charts. And kind of like my little, you can't really see them from here, but like my little headers, I guess. Those will be good for that. Mr. Sketch, I mean, come on. Like, I go through 2 packs of these, like a year. Some pens. We don't normally buy pens, but we thought it would be fun to use pens next year. We have exit tickets or index cards. Got kind of like, these are kind of like the Flair pen knockoff. And they do really good. And my coworker has these too. We have Flair pens as well, but they're just so expensive. And these were on the supply order. So we're going to try these out this year. And I'm really excited about these. Like, oh my gosh, so many colors. And that's it. That's it. That's pretty much it. So I have this wonderful color that matches my shirt. And then we got light pink. We got 2 things of brown because we use brown all the time. For like our gingerbread unit and like fall and stuff. So we got orange, always get red, and then black. We use black a lot. So yeah, and then this will be a good box to give to one of my kiddos for the 500. So okay, well I'm just gonna take a second to kind of put all the paper away before the kids get in. Actually, I've got some time. I had to go and take care of my sister's cat this morning while she is away on a fishing trip. And I still got all my flowers for my bridal shower. It was so sweet. They put on a bridal shower for me at work this week, and it was just really nice. So I have 2 of them that are real and 2 of them that are not real. But they say a P on them. Did you guys see that? It says a P. You see the P? So sweet. And then these are real. So yeah. So okay, I'm going to spend some time and put these papers away.
and they turn everything off, when you walk back in, it like everything's off the wall. So I normally start taking a few things down. I'll leave these up. Well, I'll take the anchor charts down, but I'll leave the like the little string up. That'll stay up because it doesn't weigh anything. But like the lights in the back, I'll probably take those down. And I don't even know if I can put them up next year because I kind of was breaking the rules by putting them up, saving energy. But I will take all of the command strips, or at least not the command strips, because the command strips aren't just going to fall off the wall, but take like the little charts and stuff down because it'll pull when, yeah, if it gets really, really humid in here, it'll pull. And you're probably thinking, that's not really good. No, it's not. So I'm not going to hang the anchor charts on them over the summer because they will fall off within like the first week. So I'm going to just shove everything on this lovely brand new anchor chart rolling cart that I have here, which turned out really, really great, but I need to kind of figure out the bottom situation. So I really like it, but I don't know. We can talk about that later once I figure it out. But they have these nice little hooks on them to where you can hang multiple, and there's 2 different sets of them. So you can hang multiple on there, and I have a ton of them on there anyways, so I might either see if they're worth saving or send them home. I'm ready to get rid of them. I'm ready to start the next school year, guys. Oh my gosh, what a day. I actually had 2 bloody noses, 2 or 3. Could not get rid of them today. I don't know what was going on. But I ended up moving my room around a little bit. Shocker, I know. But I actually got rid of the bookshelf that I said that I would get rid of. So I had 3 of them back here, 1, 2, 3, and it was just too much. It was too much. And I kind of found myself wanting to use the bookshelf but not really like needing it, if that makes sense. I'm happy with my 2 bookshelves, so I'm actually getting new labels for these next year, which is why there's sticky notes on this one, and I just threw the letters on there to help. We're going through the books at the end of the year, which is something that I will talk to you guys about next week. I'm having my kids help me with things around the room that I need help cleaning with for like end of the year to-do list type thing. And that's why I left those on there, or else they would just be off of them. And then down here are my chapter books. And then down here, I think I'm actually going to put this Leaning Tower of Pisa over here. Oh my gosh. I thought it would be a good idea. And then I instantly realized it wasn't going to be a good idea. So these are their little base 10 containers. And they're just like, yeah, no, that's not going to work. So I made some space, and we're just going to put them, whoops, on that bottom shelf. So what did I move? So I moved this. This was kind of sitting right here to make this more of an enclosed, classroom library, I guess. And I opened it up. I moved this big standing table back. I actually got this from the library room. Was excited about getting this. The kids really, really like it. And then I'm going to be hanging actually I attempted to hang these with command strips and they fell off the wall. It lasted like 2 minutes. So I'm going to hang it up with thumbtacks because this is like tack board. Like I can punch through this wall. Pocket chart next year for, oh, and don't mind my beautiful stress situation. Back to kind of like rotations. So where I tell them where they're going to go. Under here are their interactive notebooks. I don't know if I'll keep that as interactive notebooks next year or not, or maybe I will put different differentiated, like I'm going back to like colored groups next year since I'm doing a pocket chart. So maybe I'll put like differentiated things inside those. I don't know. I've gone back and forth on how I do things. So yeah, and then my word work is down here. So that's kind of what I did today, and I like it. It's a little bit more open back there. So I have my bookshelf right there. Somebody's coming in to look at it tomorrow. I'll tell you what teacher appreciation stuff I got. I think I showed you a little bit yesterday, but super cute. These things were delicious. So I got some candies. I got this adorable little basket that said like, thank you for keeping me on target type of thing. And there was a Target card. I got this. This looks super yummy. It's a mocha latte frappuccino. Massive Kit Kat bar and a little candle. And then I got tons of cards, so that was nice. Thank you for something about being extra, but not in a bad way. Like it was like, thank you for your extra hard work or something like that. And then oh, geez. Then I got some tea, which I actually
I'm not fond of tea, so Greg will be happy. Somebody got me a Mrs. cup, so I thought that was really sweet. I am fond of this, but I'm not drinking it because, guys, 25 grams of sugar, and there's in this whole thing. I'm not doing that. And then I got like a whole pack of, my gum is inside it, but I got a whole pack of K-cups. And then I won't show you the card because it has my student's name on it, but they got me a lunchbox with my new name on it, Mrs. Peters. And it's funny because I actually, when I first got it, I was like, oh, this is a cute lunchbox, like super cute. And then I didn't even realize that it said Mrs. Peters until like 2 days later. And I emailed the lady back. I sent a thank you card home. But I emailed the lady back and was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that it said Mrs. Peters on it. Thank you so much. It's so sweet. I love it. So, yeah, because the one that I have now says, it actually just says Ashley on it. So, yeah. I'm tired. If you guys can't tell. Sorry this vlog is so, like, sporadic and random, but that's what it's going to have to be. Oh, I need to bring in Goo Gone. I ripped labels off the counter and haven't gotten it off yet, so. All right, well, this concludes today. I'm gonna go home and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, everybody. As I have, it's Friday, and Greg and I both had a very, very hard time getting out of bed this morning. I did not do the gym at all this week, and I think I went like twice last week. And one was just like a 15-minute run. Yeah, my body's needing a lot more sleep, so don't feel bad if you guys have to skip the gym. I mean, I know it's whatever priority you make it to be, but sleep is something so important to me, helps me function, so we slept in, but we still are like, oh, thank God it's Friday. Gorgeous morning. I love Indiana spring. It's beautiful because it's beautiful every morning. Some coffee in my new Ninja. Oh, you guys are too close. Probably gonna do like just some work in my office before I go to school today. Just like wedding stuff, and because today's payday, so this is the 2-week mark. 2-weekend mark. So 2 weeks! Yeah, 2-week mark, and I need to get, you know, all the rest of the checks and stuff done. So I'm gonna take care of that today before I go into work today, and then we're gonna have a good time. My God, guys, like, literally, that was the worst. I'll catch you up when I get home. I need to decompress before I talk to you guys, so. All right, guys, I'm home. Whew. Made it out alive today. It was rough. It was really rough. Like my kids held it together pretty well, but okay. Feels good to just sit and not hear children. Our coworker did not show up, or I shouldn't say, she took the day off, and nobody picked up her class. And we didn't have any IAs, instructional assistants, if you're not sure what that is. I can't even talk, guys. I can't even function. Didn't have anybody to pick it up. So our last resort is that we split the kids into each of the classrooms. And some of you are thinking, oh my gosh, I already know how this is gonna go. How many kids did I have in my room? I have 26 kids in my room total, which I know class sizes are different everywhere, but 26 is big for us. So there are rooms in the building that had 32 in it, but for me, 26 first graders, a lot of first graders. Again, I know there are bigger classrooms in America in first grade, but
that's kind of what I'm used to, is 25, 26 being large. Okay, so then add on 7 more kids to that are not used to being in flexible seating, and end of the year teacher tired, right? End of the year kids are crazy, and it has to be like that all day. So I literally just took those kids and they were with me all day. And honestly, her kids weren't bad at all. She has one massive behavior, and if you go back and look in my behavior, I believe that was a Teach Miss vlog as well. I think I've referenced 2 Teach Misses, which is really funny. Where I talk about extreme behaviors, and yep, I got that one today. So, which is fine, and I kind of expected that, but yeah, it was just, my boys were losing it. Like, they lost it today, and it was just, I mean, different things, just tattletaling, and it was just, ugh. We stopped and had community circles at least 5 times today, and it wasn't working. God love my girls. They were just trying so hard. And I had patience. I had a lot of patience today, which makes it so much more draining. I just kept telling myself, I said, it's different. It's a different day. The structure's all different. Like, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Which is one of my tips for end of the year, is just know in your brain that it's going to be crazy. I hope that you don't hear the wind. I'm 86 degrees right now. I need to go change into a t-shirt. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my bun didn't even stay up today. Like, I don't even know what happened. You can prepare yourself that it's going to be hard. It's going to be crazy. The kids are going to turn into these, like, crazy children. Then it definitely makes it a lot easier. So I just kept telling myself that today. And we made it through, but it was just chaos all day long. And I don't think they felt like that, but I was just like crying out inside, because obviously I didn't have enough plans for lots of children, plans for all of these kids, and I just definitely had to improvise. Sorry guys, I'm like looking at myself. I look terrible. I just had to deal with it, and I did, and we made it through. I did, we had one little incident where somebody got hurt, somebody got their head like smashed in a door, but it that's worse than what really happened. But I was just like, we just gotta make it to the end of the day, guys. We gotta make it to the end of the day. Happy Friday. We have one more weekend where we have to, like, you know, get back up. So I've got nothing else. Leaving your comments down below on what you want me to focus on in the summertime. I'm building a list. Get kind of vlog style, but I plan on working at home. I always work at home in the summertime. Not all the time, but I could definitely make like short little videos on how I do guided reading, or how I manage this or that, or a classroom management update. I've had a lot of people ask about classroom management updates and if I still use Michael Lennon's The Classroom Secret, so that could be one. So yeah, if you're just interested, leave it down below and I will totally do it, and that'll kind of help me gear my focus this summer on things that you want to see, and not things that are like, oh, that's nice, but I already knew that type of thing. Helpful and be resourceful. I want my channel to be resourceful, so I feel like I had a fairly successful week of vlogging. I'm pretty proud of myself. So, all right, this is Coffee and Firsties signing out. Thank you so much for watching. If you are barely making it out of life, give this video a thumbs up, because we're all in this together. End of Year Teacher Tired is real life. To hit subscribe and join our coffee crew. We are pretty cool here. We keep it real. We keep it real. All right. I'm going to sit here and enjoy the view a little bit, and then I'm going to go inside and edit this. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see you next week. Bye.